two.
Round two, yeah. Well, hi everyone. My name is Ksenia, and I'm the CEO and founder of MD ADX. And today I'm going to talk about the topic that people hate because they don't understand it, while it has been the main revenue model of the global web for the past 20 years. Half of advertising spend is wasted, and the trouble is, I don't know which half. So, yeah, funny enough, this phrase exists for about 100 years. And indeed, the marketing of the last century, it was mostly intuitive. Until we got to the most interesting part, the era of the web. And the web formed two ecosystems, platform ones like Google and Facebook, and an alternative one that most of you don't know at all, but not after today's presentation. So in 2021, the ad spend hit $465 billion, while Web 2 is still a very closed and data-abusive ecosystem, which on one side is non-transparent, and on another side is quite messy, consisting of a lot of customized solutions. Let's finally make Web great and inclusive. Web 3 is all about democratization, freedom of choice, ownership, and security. However, there is a main Web 3 challenge. It's still in the early development stage, and it lacks the open tech protocol. This imposes the risk to run into Web 2 again. So what is the solution then? At MD ADX, we are building the B2B in-house advertising tech stack, Ad Exchange. We pursue a hybrid approach, implementing real-time bidding protocol that integrates with both Web 2 and Web 3. We give an opportunity to run non-intrusive video, audio, and 3D ads in a multi-channel environment, such as web, in-app, connected TV, VR, and AR. We strive to create a fairly balanced ecosystem with peer-to-peer connection between brands, publishers, and users. And the flow of ads and money happens at the layer of the open protocol that's facilitated by MD Ad Exchange, Ad Miners nodes, and Ad Identity service. And we believe that blockchain is not a solution for everything. So in ad tech, it has to be powered by serverless, encrypted, distributed infrastructure with smart contracts implementation. And let me elaborate a little bit more on specific use cases. So brands can establish their virtual presence by bidding with their branded content to the relevant ad spaces. And the main value proposition here is actually to exclude the middleman and finally gain transparency in ads efficiency and cost effectiveness. While the verses that they can auction their ad spaces to brands, gaining the transparency in their wheeled optimization. And of course, we can't exclude the user from the process anymore, because the main purpose of advertising is actually to engage with the user and optimize serving right ads for right audience. So our ad identity solution will lock your data within the crypto wallet and reward you for taking action. So basically think of a cookie consent, but with more secure and rewarding functions. And interface-wise, we believe that every business is unique, so we tailor our solution to the needs of the clients, to tailor to their programmatic advertising strategy. We can set custom metrics, targeting, and we also open up our algorithm logic for more transparent optimization. So what does the market offer right now? Well, you can find solutions in Web 2 that do give you the programmatic advertising tech stack. However, their solutions exist for more than 5 years, so they're lacking lots of features as well as security. While our Web 3 competitors, they're coming mostly from gaming. They have no ad exchange tech stack behind. They have limited formats, integrations, and also targeting options. So at MD ADX, we are taking a hybrid approach, and we reinvent advertising in Web 3. So how far are we with our vision? So we had a beta launch of Video Ad Exchange that we tested with 17 digital agencies from Israel, Australia, India, Europe, US, and Latin America. We touched the market, we rebuilt the team, and now we are developing product with the Web 3 approach. We have a backend core technology ready, and we have programmatic partners to test it with. So this month we are focused to deliver the demo and gain more partnerships on the Web3 infrastructure and also VR AR sites. We also believe that Web3 is actually modernizing the tokenomics. So we create the first decentralized ad exchange with B2B DAO. We equally balance our partners, clients, backers, and team to have a voice in our company. And we have a pre-seed round open, which is a private sale of MD token. It actually exists in a form of tokenized shares that is powered by the governmental blockchain of Estonia. And of course, finally, our vision is coming from our lifelong experience of our expert team. We are the pioneers of the web, digital and programmatic advertising, real-time bidding, AI and blockchain. And we are a philanthropic group of people who would just like to make an impact. So welcome to MDverse. Let's finally make web great and inclusive. Thank you.
So you basically decentralize the digital space of marketing, right?
That's what we aim to do, yeah.
Do you have like other companies trying to do the same right now, and they are more advanced or just started? Like, what is the market?
On the Web3 side, so there is one company. It's AdShares. So you know the Gummy guy was called. So they're they state that they're building the ad exchange on blockchain. So that's something, but they're still development stage. I know that they don't have a product ready. They're doing some more, let's say, advertising like Web2. So to be honest, like on the complex side, again, like still Web2 companies that are not transitioning to Web3 and they're not planning to because, you know, they're doing their business, they earned a lot of money, and also the thing is that they never developed as a startup. These are the people who earned money. Yeah, but I mean, you hear me, right?
We're recording.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. So yeah, those are the companies that just earned a lot of money back in days and they just took the niche and they're fine. And Web3 companies, again, it's gaming companies, they have in-gaming advertising, and I mean, after what we discussed, you know, during before, you can see that it's like the technology for them, it's still a really difficult part because, you know, in beta launch, we did have ad exchange and it didn't work as expected. It's not easy to build it. You need the right people, you need the right expertise to actually even build this technology and implement it. So this is where we are. I don't see anyone else is doing actually the same complex infrastructure because I think that we need to make an impact on a global level and on B2B level. That's how we can finally change the ecosystem to actually facilitate the open protocol and make an impact on the B2C level.
And I'm just curious, like how do you do, like the sales is, let's call it sales, to find partners, you call it partners, which is basically brands, right?
Brands and publishers.
Yeah, so it's
on
like,
both sides
this is like any other sales, like you're pinging people, there are conferences. How do you sell B2B Web3 company? I'm just curious, if you can share.
Yeah. As I said, in Acta, everything is word of mouth still, and the advertising industry is super word of mouth. So in the end, like selling, I mean, we are prototyping right now, we are trying to push our product, but we are focused on consultancy at this moment. But again, it's sales for B2B, it's people by people. Of course, conferences are always good, but in the end, you know, when your solution is working, the whole market is gonna know. In like 2 days, you know, everyone is gonna know and they will come to you. So this is at least what we experienced during our beta launch as well, you know. We launched the product, it didn't even work as it should. And we closed 17 clients in like 6 months, B2B clients with millions of turnover. So this is advertising, guys. This is the industry.
And there is anything in particular that we can support as a community, or something that you want to offer help or share that's relevant here and maybe will be relevant in the future?
Sure, as I mentioned, we are having a pre-seed round open. So we are looking for backers and especially strategic investments or people in our community who would like to support our vision, because I think only together we can make an impact. And Web3 is all about collaboration, why we also connected with Sharon, you know, we are not competing, and even if there is another company that's working on the same thing and I know it, I don't have any problem with that because I know that, so again, so in order to prevent it, we need to find more partners that are on the same page and that would like to go into this direction with us.
Ellie, you wanna?
Yeah. Do you know of the basic attention token? Do you know of Brave?
Yeah, I do know Brave.
So how is your product different than the advertising on Brave, for instance?
Can you explain what is Brave? Maybe not everybody.
Yeah, so Brave is a browser that uses something called the basic attention token, which basically pays customers when they see advertisement. And so identity there is your wallet address, which is integrated inside the browser, and then they run ads every time, let's say, you use their browser, and they don't use cookies, they don't use any of that technology.
I asked what's the market share of Brave and who is using Brave, you know? That's the problem, like, you know, Web 2 and Web 3. Brave is a great company that tried doing it, but again, we are using a lot of I mean, I really like Brave, and we are using Brave, but a lot of people are not even using it. So in the end, like, you know, when you look at the user base and also search engines, other engines, we want to make an impact on a global level. Brave just created a little part. They also have this closed token, which I believe should have been just a little bit different to have more success and actually get out and being a worldwide adoption, because we are thriving for the worldwide adoption. Brave has like a little market share and they're doing great, but we are actually providing a tech stack. We are empowering brands, publishers to have their in-house technologies, not going to Google, not going to anyone. We are giving you the tech stack and you do whatever you want. We're kind of giving you a car and you can ride it. So that's the difference. It's a freedom. It's a freedom that we give. We don't look like the vendor lock. That's another big issue of Web 2. In terms of also, like, I mean, if you're building technologies, you know, clouds, you can be locked within one cloud sometimes. That's also wrong. You should have a flexibility. You should be able to do what you want at any time you want. So that's what we are trying to do in EdTech.
Okay, thank you very much. Fine.